27-year-old Tina Mcquaig. She worked at Shands Jacksonville Medical Center. Present day, the hospital is known as UF Health Jacksonville, located in Jacksonville, Florida. She worked as a pharmaceutical tech there. She's married to her high school sweetheart. The two had a child together. Tina would go to work on March 15, 2000. She would clock out around 5 p.m. She never would make it home, though. This was an unusual thing to do. The family the next morning would report Tina missing. 4 days later, March 19, 2000, a friend of Tina's, her name is Rebecca, would hear about Tina going missing. She was out and about. She went to a store called Blockbuster to rent a movie. If you don't know what that place is, it's gone now, but it was a place back in the 2000s, 90s that you could go rent movies, rent video games. It's pretty much like a modern day Netflix. Rebecca would notice a car that looked like her friend Tina's parked in the parking lot of a Walmart off Normandy Boulevard in Jacksonville. The way the car was parked looked a bit odd. It was parked facing the main road closest to it, away from the actual Walmart, out of the way. Most people park closer to the store for shopping. Tina's car wasn't. Tina was nowhere to be found, though. Of course, the car would be processed and looked over with a fine-tooth comb, searching for any evidence. Detectives never released to the public what they found in the car, though. For 2 years, nobody heard from Tina or seen her. The day after Christmas, December 26, 2002, a survey crew was working on the property of a military base. Back then, the area was called Naval Air Station Cecile Field. Now it's called Cecile Commerce Center. It is an area that is about 3 miles away from where Tina's car was found, parked at the Walmart. Tina's remains would be found in a wooded area. DNA would ultimately be used to identify the remains as Tina, and her death was ruled as a homicide. Investigators haven't released much else beyond that. No suspects, persons of interest, or a possible motive. Even if detectives had that information, they wouldn't tell the public, mainly to keep the integrity of the case. Tina's life was cut short by an unknown individual. She has a family that misses her, a son who grew up without knowing his mom. Tina's case hasn't left the headlines. Her case has been on ID channels show disappeared. If you want to know more about the episode, you can watch it. You can search it up. The episode's called The Wedding Ring, Season 4, Episode 13. I never personally watched it, but the show's actually good. It goes into a deep dive of people that have disappeared. 25 years later, 27-year-old Tina Mcquaig's murder is still unsolved. Was this a random act of violence? Could there be more victims out there? At the moment, we truly don't know. It is sad to know that Tina didn't get to enjoy the rest of her life. The ups, the downs, seeing her son grow up. All because of someone else's actions. Those actions didn't affect just one person. They affected a whole family, still looking for answers. If you know anything, call Jacksonville Sheriff's Office at 904-630-0500, or you can call First Coast Crime Stoppers at 1-866-845-8477. Stay safe out there.